Hi everyone, today this is a Stay in Your Lane PSA. I guess the topic is really more about jealousy and comparison, and this isn't necessarily for anybody but me. You know, sometimes I have to give myself this talk. And I often have to tell myself to stay in my lane. I know that there's a lot of people like myself who look at others. We admire them. We are inspired by them. We may aspire to be like them. They might be our role models or whatever, or our peers. And they might be doing something that we're doing, and they might be getting more credit, more recognition, and that's something that me personally, that gets me personally. Or people have what you want, or when somebody gets something you want, you feel like it can't be for you, or it's being taken away from you. Or we see the perks that other people have in their lives, and we're like, why can't I have that? And I think we just need to realize that we're all different, with different dreams, doing different things. And my good friend brought this to my attention, or we talked about this a little while back. Sometimes we see what other people have and we picture it in our own lives. He was using the example of his sister. You know, he was saying, you know, I was this kind of kid. I was this like bad boy kid, and I had this kind of crazy bad kid life. And I went to parties and I ditched class, and you know, we drank and did drugs, and we just were naughty. And she is not. She's a straight A student. She's a sports star. She's a AP honor student. She is a part of the student council and the very active in the school. She's like the good kid. And I think she looks at him and is like, how did you do that? All those things on top of everything I do. Like, she tries to picture what they do on top of her, what he did on top of her life. And I think that's what we do often. We look at somebody on a yacht on vacation in Bali, and we think of how hard we work at home, and we're like, damn, we would need that vacation right now. I need that vacation. Ugh. I wish I was on vacation. That would fit into my life so nice. But there's this Instagrammer that I followed. I don't know if I still follow. I went through like a whole wipe of like getting rid of people that I followed for a while. That just was sponsored to stay at hotels. Like, that was their life. They had to take pictures at this sponsored hotel. I don't know what hotel it was, but that hotel all over the world. And it was beautiful and luxurious. But every week they're flying to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, to take pictures having a good time by themselves. And they were by themselves. And they were lonely. And they were depressed. And they didn't see their family much. And we look at their pictures and we look at that life and we're like, wow, I wish I was there. It would fit into my life because I'm busting my ass at a casino with drunk gamblers. I don't know. You know how that fits into my life. I would love to kick my feet up on a yacht, or in a hammock, or on the beach, or even in an igloo. You know, anywhere but here. But if we think of that person, like if we were that person, they would probably think, I would love to be hanging out on the couch with my family. Maybe. I don't know. We don't know. But from that person's story, they're depressed and they would really like to build human connection, and they can't because of their job. So, again, I think I'm really sensitive. I'm really sensitive to energies. Like, I'm very empathic, very intuitive when it comes to people. And I catch vibes, and I'm usually not very wrong. I'm usually not wrong. I like trust my heart, I trust my gut, I follow it, and almost always correct. I'm gonna say almost because that. But sometimes when I walk into a room and everyone's happy, I just like brighten up. Like, who cares what I was thinking? My whatever was bringing me down, like, I'm in a good mood now. And it goes the opposite, you know. If people are sad, somebody is sad in the room, I don't know what it is, but I can always feel their energy, and I always have to find them and give them love, because I'm not trying to feel sad. You know, I'm trying to bring up the saddest person in the room, because I always match them. For some reason, I'm just like a sponge to everyone's emotions. Like, I'm such a baby. I cry in every movie because I just become the character. I don't know what it is. You can tell me about something that happened to you and I'll cry for you. I don't know what it is. Okay. But I also pick up jealousy. And there are people that I meet that all of a sudden I'll feel like an angriness or a resentment. And I'm like, wait, I don't know you. And you don't know me, so this is not mine. I must be picking up your jealousy. And honey, let me tell you something. I am good on paper. I look good in pictures. Sometimes. But you don't want my life. You don't know me. Like, I know some of the girls that I work with look at my wigs and my hair and my pictures, and they're like, wow, I wish I could do that. I wish I could have all the hair and the wigs, I said that twice, the makeup and the take awesome pictures, and they have families and they have kids and they're like already super moms. They unfortunately don't have the time to sit around and take pictures of themselves. They unfortunately don't have the time to spend, or the finances to spend on wigs and clothes just to take pictures in. When they do have extra money, they use it on their kids, or they go out and celebrate with their friends to let loose. That my hair and makeup stuff doesn't fit into their lives, and that's okay. But I think when they look at me, they think it needs to. And let me tell you about my life. I have 2 jobs. I have 2 hobbies that I put my heart and soul into to one day they're my dream. I don't sleep very much. I'm very hard on myself when it comes to eating right and exercising and getting my mind right. I journal almost every day. I write every day. Like I said, okay, so I have a dealing job where I deal at the table games from 7 to 3 a.m. And I'll come home and I'll work on my music or my magazine or my YouTube channel until 7 a.m. And then I'll wake up at noon and I'll either run errands or I'll make a business call. Sometimes I have to wake up at 10 to make a business call to my web developer, designer guy. Sometimes I'm at the music studio for 4 hours and then I have to go to work. Or sometimes I work at my yoga studio, for 10 hours. And at that time, I sometimes will take class. I'm trying to learn and educate myself on other things. I do not have a social life. I don't have a lover. I stay awake on my free nights to record extra. Yeah, it's really cool I make YouTube videos. It's really cool I have photo shoots, but I stay awake when I should be sleeping to do these things. I want these things for myself. And here's the other thing. People are like, oh, you're so cool because you do this and that. And it's like, you don't understand how many times I've been rejected, and I have to do it myself now because I want it. And I think a lot of people think, oh, it would be cool to do that, but they don't want to do the work. They don't keep pushing after they've been denied. They don't want to hear no. And I don't want to hear it either, but I want to one day hear round of applause. And so I keep pushing. And I know that sometimes at work, women walk by and they talk shit. Like, who's this girl with, like, that's a wig. Like, I don't know why that girl has, like, huge lashes on and stuff like that. Like, I'm sorry. I know it seems crazy to just see a girl, like, looking super glamorous on a Wednesday, but I just came from recording a YouTube video, and that's what fits into my life. And you may be hating on me because I look like I'm hot shit or whatever, but that's work. And it fits into my beauty and my wellness and my women's empowerment and my art and things like that. Like, I spread myself hella thin. I have no life. And people are like, I wish I had your life. I'm like, no. You need to realize that you have a beautiful life. And this is another thing. So I was a little jealous the other day. So I was buying a cartridge for my girl, and she's like, she found a guy with a good price. She's been hooking all her girls up, and she told me the other day, she was like, I have been hooking everyone up so much lately, that I no longer have to buy them myself. Like, it just kind of like I'm making a profit now. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. She's like, I pretty much get free weed. And I was thinking to myself, I want free weed. Like, that would be awesome. Like, weed's like a stupid expense that I hate to have. But here's the thing. She's a mom of 2 kids. A single mom of 2 kids. I don't know the whole situation, but I know every little bit helps. Me? I'm a single woman with money. Not that I don't need my money. But I'm not raising kids. I have plants and a dog. You know, like, I buy wigs. Like, I can budget and use my money wisely and buy weed if I need. Where this woman, I don't know if she's month to month, paycheck to paycheck, struggling. So, like, again, we need to stay in our own lanes. Also, you know, like, I get jealous sometimes because I make music and I love fashion and I love being a part of art, and I put art out there and photo shoots out there, and then somebody bigger or better will do it and get more recognition, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I realize that we all have to start somewhere, and we all have our own journey. And the journey is what makes us who we are. Those hardships, those shitty times are what shows us who we're really made of. You know, I like to say I'm strong. Hey, girl. I like to say I'm strong, but, like, how do you know you're strong until somebody tests your strength, you know? Like, and sometimes this is it. This is what tests your strength is, can you keep up? Can you stay in your lane? You know, I have a women's empowerment magazine, and I like to support women's empowerment groups. And there's this, I'm sorry, I tell my friends this all the time. There's this women's empowerment group that I love and support. Like, I'm always like, yes, reposting their stuff. Like, I'm liking everything. I'll, like, comment under them, like, yes, I love this. Yes, yes, yes. More of this. You're so magic. Like, building them up. And I noticed that they, like, comment back and they play around with other people, but I never feel like they interact with me. And again, like, I have this intuitive feeling that they, like, there's some kind of, like, there's some kind of, like, rivalry or negativity there, and I don't like it. And so I keep supporting them, but for some reason I feel like I'm not getting it back. And maybe it's because they're big guys, and maybe they're not seeing me at all. Maybe I'm just, like, in my head. But like I said, I have this, like, comparison jealousy thing that we're talking about. And again, I don't know if these are my own feelings or whatever, but I feel like if you stay in your lane, you continue to follow your heart. Even though someone else is doing the same thing you're doing, you will not do it the same. And it kind of kills me sometimes that I'm over here trying to get love and support and supporting somebody and they're not supporting me back. and I'm seeing that they're getting love and support and they're supporting other people back, and I get a little jealous because I'm like over here like trying to build a empowered women's community of women supporting women, and I'm like, what the fuck? You're all about women supporting women and then don't support me? Like, what the fuck? What am I missing? But then I realize, pausing, then I realized that that's a shitty and negative place to be in, and that's not the right representation of what I want my message to be, and I need to just keep putting love out there. Because my thing is if I'm trying to empower women on my side, I'm only going to reach so many people. Because so many people are going to like me and my message. Some people aren't. Some people won't like what I look like. Some people won't like what I sound like, my message, whatever, how I present it. That's fine. But there's a woman somewhere else. This woman's on the East Coast. And I know us East Coast and West Coast people kind of have different feels. She may be able to get across to them better. And she may have a different range. And I pray and I'm trying to manifest one day we can collaborate. Like one day we can just be a huge community of like women supporting women. Right now I feel kind of separate. But I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm not going to stop doing I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing because I'm jealous. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing because someone's doing it better. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing because someone did it first. Same with my music. You know, it stresses me the fuck out sometimes. Like I hear people coming out with new music, putting stuff out, and I'm like, damn. Like, I'm not putting anything out. Like, damn, am I nothing? And I'm like, damn, like, you can't think like that. Or sometimes I show people my music and nobody really cares to like it. And I'm just like, maybe this isn't for me. But then I'm like, wait, maybe they just aren't my audience. Like, keep doing what's for you. Like, what makes your heart sing. And I know, like, we get jealous. Like, I'll look at people, like, people keep bringing up this girl, Billie Eilish. I think that's how you say her name. I love her. I fuck with her. She's really dope. But she just, like, all of a sudden, I'm like, boom, 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 all in her face. And I'm like, I wish that was me. Like, I wish my music was boom, 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 like, all in your face. Like, I wish people were, I want to be recognized as the dope fucking artist that I am. And sometimes when people are putting on dope artists in front of me, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, I really, like, support them and I love them. But there's still a part of me that's like, And I try so much to be like, that's for me, like, just send love, stay in my lane. But I think that's the problem, is so many of us get defeated. So many of us feel rejected when we're not the ones that's picked. So many of us feel like, oh, it's not for me if it's for some of them. Like, there's this other saying that I love, her beauty has nothing to do with your beauty. Or someone else's beauty doesn't take away from your own. Same with someone loving someone else. Like, I would like to think, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's something about love. Like, if I was loved by everybody, I would just think that my heart would just be super big and capable of love. Not that I wouldn't have enough love for you. Like, I would just be super practiced in love that I had so much to give. And I think it's the same with beauty. It's like when you're a beautiful person and you can see beauty in other people, you become more beautiful. It doesn't mean that you lose beauty if someone's beautiful. If you are a lover and you see someone being loved and you're like, I'm jealous of that, no one should love them but me, just me, I feel like you got issues. And I feel like I got issues when I think like this too. And so we should be happy for the love that other people get. Because I tweeted this the other day. My women's group lady talks about this a lot. When asked how to treat others as if there's no you and there's no me. Yes, I smoke a lot. Oh. No you, no me. So, like, it's not that if they're getting loved, you're getting loved. If more love is in the world, it's for you. Like, it's not like you don't treat somebody nastier so you can be better. There is no other person. You're only treating yourself that way. Like, you treat someone like shit, that's like how you would treat yourself. That's the energy that you're going to be bringing back. And so if there's no you and there's no me, it's like we're all one. then why not want the love for everything? Why not want love for you, more love for you? Because if there's more love for you, then there's more love for me. Anyways, I try to think like this. Like I said in the beginning of this video isn't just for you. This video is more for me. Like, I need to remind myself often to stay in my lane. And like even a lot of my posts on Instagram, like those are for me. You know, like just reminders, like when it's like, oh, like she's magic. Like I'm not like over here like saying like, yeah, I think I'm hot shit, I'm magic. Like I'm like, remember girl, remember this bitch right here is magic. Cause sometimes I look at my gram and I'm like, I look like this bum. I'm this bum. Like I'm always working. I'm always doing something. Like I'm always a bum. I want to be this beautiful, glamorous beauty queen, talk show host, diva, entrepreneur, singer, musician, artist that everyone loves and just can always create and has endless possibilities and unlimited resources. And, you know, and I look at myself and I'm like, but I look like a bum. I'm just like, damn. Be kind. Stay in your lane. Your time will come. You know, so I have to, you know, look at my pictures and remind myself she's fire. Like, this is the now and time. And when I say something super holier than thou or something, like, no, it's not for you. It's not because I think I'm better than you. It's like a simple reminder for me. Stay in your lane, girl. Thank you. I really gotta bounce off to work. Like I'm trying to do all these things, like my music, my magazine, my YouTube, my dealing, my yoga, my teaching tantra, my women's empowerment, my boutique, all these things, and I feel super crazy. And people are like, "You're a Wonder Woman. I wish I was you." And I'm like, you don't realize that this life is crazy. This life is crazy and kind of lonely because people always think I'm crazy. And people are always telling me no. And it's as much as it looks cute and pretty and I look like a dream, I'm very much a firecracker. Like, oh, really? Fuck you, I'll do it anyways. Oh, you look so cute in your picture. Like, really, in my eyes, I'm like, all right, like, fuck them. Like, I'll show them. All right, okay. You know? And no sleep. And then at work, like, crying because I'm like, why am I here dealing to these assholes? I should be on a yacht. Shut up. Get to work. See, you know, like a lot of times I'm just smacking myself down. Like I am that crybaby, but I'm also that boss up bitch too. So again, yes, like you said, the grass is not always greener. And not everyone's dreams are the same. My dream is to be a superstar and all this stuff fits into my dreams. If your dream is to be a loved housewife, your family fits into your dreams. Just looking at my wigs, that's cool. You can have a photo shoot someday. That's cool. But if it doesn't fit into your dreams, don't be jealous of it, okay? You should be proud of yourself for making your dreams come true. I'm over here working my ass off to make my dreams come true. Anyways, that's awesome. Yo, I really gotta bounce off to work. You can DM me if you want. Yeah. Lots of love, lots of light, and peace and stuff. I hope tonight's a good night. I'm gonna do this natural beauty thing again, I guess. They love it. I'm doing like the psychology thing. I think I'm way too intimidating when I'm like all glam. The casino loves the idea of having like a beauty queen as a dealer, but at the same time, I don't get as many players. Like the players are scared of me. So when I'm like this, I'm like, hi, play with me. People are like, okay, I'll give you money. So I'm either like super pretty with the empty table or like this with the full table. I don't know. Anyways, thank you. Peace, love, light. Have a great day. Remember, stay in your lane. Keep doing your thing. Like if it's for you, it will be for you. I have to tell myself what's for me is always going to be for me. Keep following the path of love. Keep following what I love. Bye.